On today's Live Daily News, two San Angelo teens are indicted for murder. A new oil change shop opens at a former auto parts location. Angelo State University is hosting its annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony, and we'll have your Thanksgiving holiday weather. All that plus more. I'm Yantis Green, and this is Live. San Angelo is growing and the economy is bustling. If your company is expanding here and has to house employees while you move to the City of Opportunity, know this. Suburban Studios on the Concho River at 441 Rio Concho Drive just completed a multi-million-dollar renovation, making sure San Angelo's Suburban Studios Hotel is here to make your stay simple and enjoyable. The extended stay hotel meets your needs with hassle-free registration and comfortable, clean, and affordable spaces. Plus, the longer you stay, the more you'll save. Located within the Clarion Hotel, San Angelo's Suburban Studios makes it easy to find a place to stay a little longer. Find San Angelo's Suburban Studios and make a reservation today at choicehotels.com or on your favorite hotel booking app. In news, Take 5 is San Angelo's latest oil change and vehicle preventative maintenance service shop, situated at 3201 Arden Road, opposite of H-E-B and diagonally across from Starbucks. Take 5 began operations Friday, November 17th. The location was the longtime home of Napa Auto Parts on the corner there, which moved to that new location a few blocks away over on Harris Avenue. Read more on that story at sanangelolive.com. And two teen murder suspects were indicted by a grand jury for the shooting death of Jacob Hernandez. Nicholas Martinez, 18, and Christopher Lozano, 19, have been indicted by a Tom Green County grand jury for murder. According to court documents, in the early morning hours of August 7th of this year, San Angelo police responded to the 600 block of East 34th Street regarding a shooting victim. Once on the scene, officers located the victim, identified as Jacob Hernandez, deceased, lying face down in the street. Multiple gunshot wounds were observed on the victim's body, and .45 caliber cartridges were located nearby. Martinez was arrested and booked into the Tom Green County Jail on August 25th for murder and is currently an inmate there being held on $500,000 bond. Lozano was arrested and booked in September and is currently still an inmate in the county jail as well. He's being held on $250,000 bond. There's more on that story on San Angelo Live as well. Also, Angelo State University will host its annual Christmas tree lighting on Tuesday, November 28th, in front of the ASU Mayer Museum. That's at 2501 West Avenue N there on the corner. Holiday activities will begin around 4 p.m. with the official tree lighting at sundown. All the festivities are free and open to the public. The Christmas tree lighting is also taking place on the same day that ASU participates in the annual Giving Tuesday global fundraising movement. Throughout the day on November 28th, ASU will be accepting online donations that will go toward the Ram Family Student Scholarship, and donations will also be accepted in person at the Christmas tree lighting ceremony. This year's goal is to reach at least 300 donations to the Ram Family Student Scholarship, which is otherwise funded primarily by ASU students. The ASU Foundation has also pledged to match the first $5,000 in total donations, so go help out ASU on Tuesday. Also, the Texas Department of Public Safety's annual Thanksgiving holiday traffic enforcement campaign kicked off today and runs through Sunday, November 26th. DPS troopers will be out in increased numbers for this holiday traffic enforcement initiative. They'll be looking out for those violating the law, including people who are speeding, those failing to wear their seat belts, intoxicated drivers, and more. Texans are encouraged to make safety their top priority on the roadways this holiday season. Whatever your plans this Thanksgiving holiday, please celebrate responsibly. Turning to Thanksgiving weather, expect this cool and windy and dry conditions Thanksgiving Day and Friday. Temperatures overnight will drop into the upper 30s. Afternoon highs will be in the 60s. It'll be a little cooler on Saturday with a high of around 58 degrees. Then another cold front will make its way here Saturday night with temperatures dropping to the upper 30s. The high Sunday and Monday, though, will only reach the upper 40s, so it's going to be cold starting Sunday. And finally, Cover One analyst Ryan Chadwick has a big update on the Angelo State University basketball team. But first, here's a word from the Bass Bunch.
You'll love this all-new 24 Ford Mustang with a 10-speed select shift transmission. That's fancy tech talk for it's a really cool car.
Right now, you can get a brand new 2024 Ford Mustang for just $33,999.
That's a great price for a sports car.
Only at Jim.
The Angelo State Rams basketball team hit the road to play Southern Arkansas on Tuesday night. After trailing for much of the contest, Angelo State mounted an incredible 19-point comeback to put themselves in position to win the game. With time winding down, senior point guard Willie Guy pulled up from beyond the arc and sunk a three at the buzzer for the win. The Rams outscored Southern Arkansas 46-24 in the second half to beat the Mule Riders 64-63. Congratulations on an epic win, Rams. Angelo State returns to action on Saturday when they open up their home schedule against Arlington Baptist. Tip-off is scheduled for 5 p.m. And for more sports around the Concho Valley and beyond, be sure to check in every day at sanangelolive.com/sports.
Ew, that's so gross.
Right now, get 15% off carpet cleaning from Carpet Tech.
Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe Hyde, publisher of San Angelo Live. Now, at Wednesday's City Council meeting, the atmosphere kind of took a turn for the unusual with developments that warrant a closer look. And that closer look, we're going to replace our normal interview segment looking at this. The session began with the former vice chair of the City of San Angelo Development Corporation, John Berriew, presenting a dramatic ultimatum and threat to the council. Berriew argued that the city, intended to be managed predominantly by the city manager with the council, as per government code, is instead being steered by a strong mayor governance style, allegedly under the iron fist, the iron rule of Mayor Brenda Gunner. Comparisons can be drawn to the City of Houston's governance under their code, where Mayor Sylvester Turner, known for his authoritative approach, basically runs everything in the city. But the city code at Houston allows for a strong mayor, unlike in most other cities in Texas. Berriew's assertion, though, is lacking direct references. He didn't call out Mayor Gunner, but we all knew what he was talking about. He just implied that Mayor Gunner has been exerting undue influence over city affairs and overshadowing the role of City Manager Daniel Valenzuela. Let's watch.
This is a legal delivery and not a public comment. The recording of this meeting shall suffice as evidence of this delivery. Served to the City Council by John Berriew, Single-Member District 2, on behalf of numerous registered voters, many of whom would be at risk if they spoke publicly. Citation, November 21st, 2023. The City Council is hereby served this citation for the intentional, repeated, and habitual subversion of the city charter, violation of certain ordinances of this city. Under the city charter, effectively the city's constitution. San Angelo is chartered under Texas laws as a council manager form of government. Instead, San Angelo is being operated as mayor-run. Individually and collectively, the council, including the non-voting city manager, aided and abetted by the city attorney, has illegally deviated from the charter without voter consent, allowing one individual access to the manager and directing specific actions without the deliberation by and specific authorization of the full council. All members of this council are complicit for not openly challenging these actions as required by ordinance.
Now, Mayor Brenda Gunner, renowned for her intelligence and conservative stances, is often credited with advocating for significant tax cuts. However, Berriew's criticism stems from Gunner's opposition to his tenure at COSA DC, where, when he was there, he claimed to have unearthed a financial scheme involving misappropriation of economic development funds to line the payroll of top city staffers. Berrioz now has resurfaced with demands to return the council to a council manager form of government, and he has a deadline, January 1st, 2024, threatening a recall election against the mayor gunner. He alleges the support of numerous citizen activists and outlines, well, he doesn't really outline it. He doesn't really say what the rigorous process is of gathering the signatures, which is going to be significant. But let's watch Berrioz again.
Your redemptive window shall be: repentant and law-abiding conduct must be publicly evidenced no later than January 1st, 2024, else there will be consequences. The consequences. By charter, the voters are judge and jury and shall prosecute these violations by petition and ballot. Unless accelerated by council's responses, on or after January 1st, 2024, the voters may petition for a recall election, firing of any and all council members, including the mayor. Recall elections shall then determine the fate of this council and the future of our San Angelo.
Yeah, he's warning of consequences of a recall election. Folks, let me tell you what's involved in getting a recall election. The first thing you have to do is you have to determine how many signatures you need in order to get the recall election started. In this case, there were 6,009 votes in the May 2021 election. So that means he's going to need a third of that, which would be about 2,000 and some change signatures. Now, you can't just go get the signatures over the internet with a change.org petition. You have to actually get real signatures with real voter registration IDs on them and birthdays of everyone. They have to sign it, and each signature sheet has to be supplied by the city clerk. And I think there's like room for 60 signatures per sheet or something like that. So it's a lot of work. And then after that, each sheet has to be notarized by whoever's collecting the signatures. So you can't just place the signature sheet out at the HEB, for example, and get people to walk by and sign it. You have to have actually someone who is going to notarize it, witness the signature being made. So getting 2,000 signatures, I would say at this point, is almost impossible. So empty threat, John, empty threat. Meanwhile, you know, in these situations, what happens is people come before city council. I think you talk about Zane White, talking about the corruption because the city code enforcers won't do anything about the big Cactus Hotel sign that is in disrepair. Well, people say this enough, and then you start thinking that people on city council or people in city government and our institutions are by default corrupt. And so when you have these kinds of situations, it's really difficult when you're part of the organization or the institution to defend yourself. But meanwhile, City Manager Valenzuela, he decided to defend the integrity of the city's administration, regardless of Mayor Gunner's involvement. The city is reportedly in good financial health, he said, and Valenzuela advises against impulsive firings within the council. Let's watch Valenzuela.
I am actually, quite frankly, confused by Mr. Berrios's comments as far as the insight he has into the interaction that we have. I'm not sure exactly where you're getting all this information, Mr. Berrios. I'm really confused. As far as the interaction that City Council has with the city manager and the staff, I think it's right in alliance with what a city manager form of government is. I don't grasp this. As far as firing our city council members, that's even, I don't need a comment from you, sir. I just need to finish my comment. I'm confused by that. Mr. Berrios, basically what you're implying and what I'm looking at is you're trying to say that this council has been a complete and utter failure in representing its citizens. That's not true. That's not true whatsoever. Having had an opportunity to work very closely with this group of council members, I can tell you I've been doing this for 20 years now. This is one of the best councils that I've been very fortunate and blessed to work with. You look at our track record as far as what we're accomplishing, and you choose not to look at track records. You want to focus on laws and everything else. We do follow the law, sir. The track record speaks for itself. From addressing water needs for the next 75 years to dedicating 11 to 12 years every year for infrastructure purposes without increasing the property tax rate. From visionary emphasis on economic development, focusing on planes, trains, and automobiles, to developing, let me finish my comment, sir.
What the mayor explained as far as responses to a public comment. That may be your own comment. it's time to cut this off. Thank you very much.
No, sir, it's not.
I do believe that he is speaking of factual information
Yes,
that you
yes,
are
ma'am,
allowed
I
to
am.
give during the public comment period. So you may
I am.
continue, Daniel.
Thank you. Again, and he's walking now because he doesn't want to hear this. Okay, very good. Thank you, sir. There's been a lot accomplished, Mr. Barrio, and to the audience, that we're quite proud of. You know, when you look at a fiduciary responsibility, you look at where we are right now, our fund balance is probably the healthiest it's ever been. Well, the city council has done a lot of working together. Is this city council perfect? No, it's not. I don't know of a single city in the state of Texas that doesn't have issues that they're working on. As a matter of fact, I don't know of a single city in the whole United States that doesn't have issues that they're working on. You know, but the answer is never, let's get rid of all the city council members. When you look at that attitude, it's extremely short-sighted, and it's very irrational, Mr. Barrio.
The other thing that Barry doesn't really explain, not only does he have to get those 2,000 signatures, but who are we going to replace these leaders with? Who is waiting in the wings to become the next mayor of San Angelo? I don't know. I mean, the last time we had the Pachyderm Club, Fred Cardenas say that the Brenda Gunner's opponent was a stripper. So maybe Barry has been hanging out at Desiree's looking for a new mayor. I don't know. But we need to find a new, we got to find what the replacement is. And finding people to serve in government today is almost impossible. Heck, it's hard enough to find someone to work at Burger King. But anyway, in a separate but interesting development, Councilman Tom Thompson, in a roundabout way, raised a query about Mayor Gunner's potential third term. Now, in San Angelo, we are term limited to 2 terms, 4 years each for everyone on council, including the mayor. But anyway, so Tom Thompson, right after this Barry exchange with Valenzuela, asked this incredible question in front of everyone. Let's watch it.
Yes, please, Tom.
Teresa, if somebody doesn't finish their second consecutive term, are they eligible to come back for re-election?
Yes, based on what we've looked at in the charter.
Okay, so if somebody
term
didn't
limits
complete their
don't apply.
terms, they're eligible to come back and run for 2 more terms.
Yes.
Cool, that's all I need to know.
Further public comment?
So basically, Thompson's question was saying that, and also City Attorney Teresa James, when she answered, was saying that Mayor Gunner could run up to the day prior to her term expiring, resign, run for mayor again, and effectively be elected for a third term. Now, I doubt anyone's going to vote anyone, I don't care who they are, to a third term if they try to play that kind of shenanigans. But I mean, why did Tom ask that question right after this big controversy with John Barry? I don't know, but it adds to the complexity and the drama at City Council, and I thought I might just kind of point out what happened and kind of give you a little bit of background. Let's go back to the studio. I'm Joe Hyde. Thanks for watching.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Cano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
And that's our show for today. On behalf of the team here at San Angelo Live, happy Thanksgiving, and we'll be back soon.